Hey guys, Praveen here, and in this video, we are going to look at how I approach colors in dashboards. So we have like four dashboards here, and I'm just gonna go through them and uh, let you know how I color them basically. So we have this first one over here. This has a background gradient of like an orange yellow tint. I think that's an image, yep. So that's an image of mostly yellow tint with 50% opacity. So that's just to give the background something to do. Otherwise, it's very bland, something like this. So yeah, but the thing with gradient backgrounds is that you have to have lots of white space to let the gradient shine and to not be too much for the user. So this is a nice subtle background with the 50% opacity, so it's very subtle. So it's not too much for anyone. So that's why we have the background. I selected the orange yellow background because this brand color is actually orange. So that goes well with that. But we have to be careful with using orange in this circumstances. So if we have orange or maybe orange, that'll most likely look bad. So, but this is mostly fine because we have reduced the opacity of the background gradient a lot. So this looks fine. So for this sidebar, everything else is like a bluish slate gray colors. So the whole page has the slate bluish gray colors that we have over here. But especially the sidebar, this has slate 950, which is the darkest bluish gray that we have, and the icons has slate 500, which is like yeah, half bluish grays that we have. Um, that's mostly it. And for the selected state, we have orange fully with this little thing over here. If you hide that, it's not readily apparent that that's a selected state. So I added that just to have some more indicators that we have the selected state there. Because if you see this in black and white, you'll not readily know, okay, this is selected. But if you have something over here, okay, you can, this little indicator knows, tells you that there's something selected. And for the main cards that we have over here, these, all the cards has a little shadow, a shadow base shadow. So that gives some light elevation with the gradient and it looks good with the gradient. The shadows will look good with gradients. And that's mostly it. The color, the main orange colors are used with the charts. The chart colors are again slate 500 and slate 300, which is even less bluish gray. Everything else is pretty much the same. And for the list, I've added some icons with different colors for different icons. And that's this is it. So let's just see all the colors in this page, which we have over here. So these are avatars which we have in here, and that is mostly it. Everything else is either white or these slate grays or the main orange primary color or these colors which we have over here for the list. So moving on to the next page, this is a dark dashboard. So obviously everything's dark. The sidebar, the main, so the background. Let's start with that. This has Stone 950, which is very warm gray. Let's look at all the grays that we have over here. Yeah. So these are like the radiant colors. So the slate base usually goes for like vibrant dashboard. This usually I'll use it in dark, very dark dashboards. So let's go here. So the background is very dark, warm gray, which is Stone 950. It's very close to black, but it's not black, so it looks warm, but not totally black. The sidebar is mostly white, and the selected state has extra colors and a border around it. So selected state is Stone 900, which is just one tenth above which 950, which we're using for the background colors, and it has Stone 700 as the border with zero point 0.5 stroke radius, which looks great here. And nothing more. All the other colors are white just simple white. All the other icon colors probably stone 500, which is like the halfway point between, between the stone white and the dark stone colors, which looks good over here. And in the main section, we have the search bar, which is again background is slate 900. So if you have slate 900 ones at the background, it's probably wise to have it everywhere. So that if you have slate 900 here, slate 950 here as the background for these cards, it won't look good. But if you have like the same colors as the background colors as like the card colors, it should look good. So here, so in this search bar, this cards, and this sidebar selector state, everything has slate 900 and slate 950, slate 700 as the stroke, which gives us some uniformity everywhere. Even the buttons has the same. These buttons, and again these icons everywhere is stone 500, which also has the uh, usefulness of being the same everywhere, which uh, gives the aesthetics that everything looks good. So so someone, if they see this just for like a second, they'll instantly feel that everything okay, everything matches, everything looks good. So that's why we use the same stone colors everywhere here, just because it matches everywhere. So we have white, stone 500, stone 700, stone 900, stone 950, everything. And other some red colors, yellows, and emeralds, and the green colors, purple colors that we have for the main section. So the graphs are again purples, and the red, some overdue or red, and the progress bar again purple, which is the brand color. Moving on to the next dashboard. So this is somewhat dark and light mode, but mostly light mode. This has this, sidebar dark and the background is dark, but the main content area is has the light background, which you can see over here. This is again similar. So we in the sidebar, everything else is slate 400, but the main content is color white. But if you don't have this indicator over here, you can't really see which one selected. So I added the indicator just so you know which one's perfectly which one's perfectly selected. And we have the bottom bar, which is again a slate 900 because the background is slate 950. The raised card should have slate 900 and slate 700 with zero point 0.5 pixels. And if you come to the main section, here we have a white card which has some other white chords inside them, but everything has plate 300 with 0.5 stroke radius. So all these chords has plate 300 with 0.5 stroke radius. And that's mostly it. The main color is this lime green that we have, obviously. So all the icons has that. The red icons have the red colors, and mostly, if you can see this page, it mostly has the lime green color as the main color, which is obviously the primary color of this page. Everything else is the same. The for fonts over here has slate 950. Some fonts has slate 500 because that's muted. And the table also has the header ones of slate 500 and the main content has slate 950. So that's pretty much it. The pie chart and the other charts each has separate colors, but mostly this is fully slate. So slate 950, these are all, as I said, the bluish grays. So everything mostly has slate colors, which looks good for this one. And moving on to this light mode dashboard that we have over here. So this is fully light mode, as you can see, and this has like the similar sidebar like this one, but in light mode. So we added a background, white background, and slate 300 as the border text over here, and I've also added orange 600 as the text color over here because I didn't think it was needed for this dark background because this is very popping, but in this light mode background, this is not very evident, even with the white background thing, because the background here is slate 50. That's not too too contrast worthy. Maybe if you have slate 100, it's better, but yeah, I added the orange or primary color as the um, text color over here just to have some other information that this is the selected tab. And we have the header with the white background, the search with the slate 50 background, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So this is like the next color, the next to white, just so we have some contrast between the header and the search bar. And that's mostly it. The tables, everything is just slate colors. The add new user button here is the most important thing here. So we've added the primary color background for that, which is orange 600 over here. And we have the active and active state with red and green colors. This sidebar, this area seemed a little empty, so I added some um, or brand patterns over here, which are these orange leaves that they have over here, so it doesn't look that much empty. And mostly everything else is just as I said, Slate 900 and Slate 500. Even these text colors that we have over here. This is again Slate 900 and the muted text Billy Red Glow, it's Slate 500. So yeah, overall everything has to follow similar grays. That's the first main thing when you're designing anything. So similar grays. So what if you see something, if you select slate over here as the main gray, just use the slate colors. So if you select stone as the main gray, just use stone colors in all your pages. Don't intermix colors, because if you see a bluish stain somewhere and then more warm yellowish tint somewhere, it clashes so much. And yeah, that's it. Let me know if this video was helpful and if you want to see more videos like this. Bye bye.